Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Days Gone. If any of you are like me and thrive on zombie franchise, this is definitely one to watch. Days Gone is an open world action adventure game that is going to be set in harsh wilderness 2 years after a devastating global pandemic. Yep, you guessed it, freaking zombie apocalypse. Throughout the game we're going to be playing as a character named Deacon St. John, a bounty hunter who rides around a broken road on his badass motorbike, fighting to survive hand in hand with searching for a reason. Okay, so let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay itself, it looks very intense, how you can go from simply looking for a resource in an attempt to stay alive, from going to fighting your way through a zombie horde blocking your path. I mean, comparing this game to other zombie games such as The Last of Us, do not expect the same focus on the character. I believe that the focus will mainly be on the explosive element of survival. Days Gone gameplay allows you to play at your own pace. Due to it being set in an open world with the objectives to pick and choose from, this gives you the advantage and also a choice when it comes to preparing for the objective. So you may feel that the upcoming objective may be too difficult to overcome in your current position. So this suggests that the world will be accessible as a result of skills and abilities as you progress through the game. Looking at the gameplay so far, it is very action orientated shooter, although it seems you do have the option to be stealthy. So I would expect, depending on your approach, you will have a range of options on how you tackle each objective to suit your style of play, given the wider variety of using, for example, heavy gunfire or even stealthy knife kills. We also know that you can craft different gear, as you see in the footage Deacon using an oil filter as a silencer for his pistol. Therefore, crafting may have different impacts on specific missions, combining with the accessibility to pick and choose on which mission you want to do. Therefore, all in all, there's still a lot that Days Gone developers still need to answer. Zombie encounters. Now, there's no doubt about the fact that a good zombie game needs some good, terrifying zombies, which in this case, they are freakers. The zombies in Days Gone are far from your traditional zombies in the undead people eating sense. That doesn't change from the fact that they do mainly eat people because the virus had turned them into feral animals. Leading to the question of, what was the disease? I mean, why are only some of the survivors monsterized? And what other creatures do we expect to see? So far we've seen two specimens of these zombies, one being the basic freaker hordes and the other being the more stealthy newts. What else may we encounter on our travels? Let me know what you think down there in the comments below. What do you want to see in the game? What kind of zombie encounters do you want to see? Moving on to how big is the world. Up to now we've only seen the specific northwestern American forest. However, the developer Benz has advised the reason they've chosen this location is mainly down to the vast variety it can offer, which is further listed: mountain, snow, hail, rain, wind and high desert. We also know from the gameplay that we'll be visiting abandoned suburbs and towns. So the question comes down to, how is it going to all fit together? If it is this huge open world game we are promised, will we be able to go and wander through the game freely? Also, how would the zombie threat change throughout all of these different climates and locations? The size of the hordes seen within the town suggests that it would be almost suicidal to venture in there. However, it could potentially also be very rewarding as a case of scavenging. Multiplayer. Now, I know a lot of questions have come around multiplayer, whether it's going to be a feature within this game or not. Sadly, at this moment in time, there isn't anything that actually suggests there will be a multiplayer, yet instead everything's going to be pointing towards a character-led single-player experience. This is where you'll be looking to be introduced to the former biker Deacon, who has now become a bounty hunter. Looking at the official trailer, we see flashbacks which shows him with his girlfriend post-apocalypse, when Deacon was much happier, assuming before she became a zombie clubhouse sandwich. The game takes place 2 years after this event that seemed to wipe out a good chunk of humanity. Judging from this game, Deacon has had enough time to adapt to his new environment, but it's clear that his past isn't far. Now, going on from this official trailer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the clip that does actually show him and his girlfriend from what his past life was, just to give you an idea of the concept.
When the feds ran out of body bags,
Rope.
and some of us sort of lost our minds.
I think it's dead.
Some lost more than that. Much more. I remember when we lived by a code, when brotherhood meant something, and living meant more than surviving.
Goddamn liar!
So yeah, I remember how it all went down. I don't give a damn about any of that. You know what I remember most? Riding the open road. The smell of your hair. The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter, a bounty hunter, a mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left. But I'll always remember.
Now, if you do want to go watch that full official trailer, I do highly recommend it. I'll leave a link for you in the description down below, so go ahead over and watch that. Now, who'd have thought it? A biker with a bike. Now, that bike itself is not just a bike. It is going to be a mobile base for Deacon, where he's actually going to be a rolling inventory and a window into a world. You can't actually change the vehicles within Days Gone. This bike is going to be your main source of transportation. But this again will lead to the advantages of being able to stack up on your inventory by depositing what you can't carry around on yourself in your bike, so it will be like a walk-in inventory. Now, what we do love to see in survival games is the survival elements of having to actually collect fuel and also salvage food. But it looks like Days Gone's going to steer towards more getting the heavy resource model. For example, your guns, your upgrades, your health items, they're all going to be drops that are going to be located around the map. Now, personally, I'm eagerly anticipating this game, as I'm sure a lot of you are too. However, the release date for the game is still very elusive. One positive is that it is looking to be very likely to be released during this year. I mean, it's smart to presume that the Zombie Blasting Adventure will be available to us around October, with the full reveal from E3 potentially being in June. The main reason for this is looking at the current lineup of game releases, Sony don't seem to have a lot on their plate. And let's face it, PS4's pros aren't going to sell themselves. Currently, Dawn Horizon, that is getting the sales that they need at the moment, but looking towards more the end of the year, maybe from around September to December, it would definitely make sense for them to release Days Gone with a PS4 Pro bundle. And let's face it, who's not going to want to buy that if you've not already got a PS4 already? And the features that the PS4 Pro actually offers, you've got that 4K resolution, and looking at the graphics, the initial trailer that they released was all 4K. I mean, you can even see the grass swaying in the wind, so there is a lot of features to consider in that. Now, I'd like to just say thank you for taking the time to come and watching this review. Like I say, if you have any questions you feel I've missed, or there's anything that you'd like answering, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to try and answer them for you. As soon as there is any more information on release dates, gameplay, even trailers, expect to see more information here. So to ensure you don't miss out on any of the information, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications. So for now guys, thanks for watching, until next time, peace.